Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. It is I, Almantas, former professor, current VTuber, old man who loves old things. And welcome to the fourth stream of this subathon. I may as well put that in there. May as well put that in there. Part 4. Part 4. Chapter 4. Chapter 4. But yes. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in, everyone. I hope that everyone is having a lovely, lovely day. I am off to a bit of a shaky start. Not gonna lie. Off to a little bit of a shaky start on my day. I think it is... I don't think it's the subathon wearing on me, though it might be a contributing factor. What I do think is kind of the main factor is, heads up weight discussion here for anybody who might find that triggering. I am trying to lose some weight. I am trying to lose some weight. I have a goal weight, and I'm about midway between my most recent local maximum weight and my goal weight, but I've been at a plateau for a few weeks and it was bugging me, so I cut a little bit harder the last couple of days and it seems to have broken through. But also, it is enough of a cut that it's like I'm kind of getting headaches from, I don't know, and so like I like, particularly this morning, it was like really hard for me to get out of bed. However, I probably needed the sleep anyway. So I'm grateful that I got the sleep. I'm grateful that I got, like, 10 hours of sleep after several days in a row of, like, 4 hours of sleep. So that might also be part of it, right? You know, I think I'm just kind of all over the place. A little bit of the various mental health problems. Yeah, I definitely needed some food. It was definitely like a blood sugar thing, because I had like a miserable headache all morning, and I was like, ah, and then I had some spaghetti, and I felt better. I don't feel perfect right now, but I did just have some. I did just have a banana. Uh, I did just have a banana, and hopefully I'll catch up within a few minutes. Uh, Yeah. So, oh yeah, no, my sleep has been pretty all over the place last week. My sleep has been pretty all over the place this last couple of weeks, I would say, and a lot of that's because of the weather. I'm not like some of it, I suppose, is on my own end. Some of it, I suppose, is on my own end, but uh I definitely lose out on sleep when there's sudden changes in weather, particularly when it gets warmer. Warm weather messes up my sleep really bad. And we've had some false springs around here, in this Big Apple, and that always makes an absolute hash of my sleep schedule. That always keeps me up real bad. But lunch was tofu, mozz, goat cheese, broccoli, olive, garlic. That sounds like a delightful lunch. That sounds like a delightful lunch. That also sounds like broccoli, olive, garlic is a really good set of pizza toppings as well. I'm a big fan. Hello, Alex. Hello, Alex. Hold on, let me give you the shout out, Alex. Alex Azarashi. I don't remember. There's the groundhog, and then there's like the opossum in Staten Island. And I think they disagreed, and I think they disagree most years, and I think the groundhog is less accurate. What did the groundhog say? What did the groundhog say? I'm just gonna literally type it in that way. Da, da, da. I Okay, longer winter. That's what the groundhog said. The groundhog did say longer winter. So we got to be bundled up over here. Which I mean, to be expected. To be expected. Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. You had a vegan panino. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I think it was February. It's the news report says like late February is when they do it. I can just say that the way New York weather works is that spring and fall both last about... Spring lasts maybe like 3 or 4 days, and fall lasts about 3 weeks, and we have like 8+ months of summer is what we tend to have, is what we actually tend to have. And for people who haven't been to New York in the summer, New York summer is awful. New York has a truly disgusting summer. It is... I am not sure what areas of the world people have been to, but if you've been to... It's like Japanese summer, but it smells worse. The building's trapping heat is significant. iPop. The building's trapping heat is significant. There are a couple things happening that make New York summer so awful. The first is the heat dome effect, right? All cities have a heat dome effect where they're substantially hotter than the surrounding environment, and New York is no exception. And then there's another element of this, which is that we are actually right on the ocean. It is easy to forget this if you live in New York. It does not feel like you are on the ocean, but we are on the ocean. We are a major port. We have a naval construction yard is like an entire neighborhood with I think 11 dry docks, more than 10 dry docks, which is like, that's actually a lot. That's actually like a lot. It's actually an enormous port. And then on top of that, so like we're on the ocean, so it's really, really humid. It's hot. It's really humid. And because it's hotter than the surrounding, that means there's like very rarely any breezes. And then it's just kind of a dirty city. Like, New York is just kind of a dirty city. I have been to much dirtier cities. I have been to much dirtier cities than New York. Don't get me wrong here. I have been to much grosser, both inside and outside the United States, but it is still kind of a dirty city. Oh, I don't deal well with heat. I'm not a hot boy. I'm a cool treats. I'm a cool treats boy, not a hot eats boy. And I like to wear long sleeves and long pants. I just feel kind of weird and uncomfortable in short sleeves and shorts. So also, by the way, how are you doing, Alex? I've actually been really curious, Alex, if you've seen any of my Dark Souls gameplay, because I know that you like the Souls games, and you talked we talked about like you doing teaching me Dark Souls, and I'm doing the exact opposite of that. I felt like these streams might cause you more psychological damage than they cause to most of my viewers. But yeah, I'm not a hot weather guy. I am annoyed. I used to be even better at dealing with the cold than I am these days. And I did not... It was not a zero-sum game. I expected that as I got better at dealing with... As I got worse at dealing with the cold, I would get better at dealing with the heat. I thought it was just like being kind of a fat guy was making the hot more difficult for me to tolerate. But no, I lost weight, and I just have a narrower range of comfortable temperatures. Just got a narrower range of comfortable temperatures. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at on that. That's kind of where I'm at on that. And I have I'm trying to be more disciplined about this. But yes. So hello Momo. Hello Midori. Yes. I could probably go through the logs and figure out who it was, but yes, you did get gifted a sub. You now have access to the tank and the dance. You can tank and dance now. You got the receipt. Pretty good chance. I feel like I should remember these things, but yeah, you've now become old. Now got the old Midori. I mean, you've got the 3-month badge. You've got the 3 months badge, Midori. Older. There's always older. You're hip. Yeah. Yes. Hold on a second. But yeah, what have I got to say? Unfortunately, the stuff I've been thinking about the last couple of days are, super, like, political. It tends to be what's actually on my mind. Like, super, like politics and history stuff. And, I am thinking about, if Hoomter were here, I'd be interested in Hoomter's thoughts on this. But one of my early predictions, I've said it on stream. I had an early prediction about the outcome of the next couple of years, about the next decade. And my hottest take one that I'm willing to say out loud that I thought was a low probability, but I thought was worth considering, was nuclear Poland. I think that that's one of the things we might see within a decade or so. I think we might see nuclear Poland. And Prime Minister Tusk seems to agree that nuclear Poland might be a good idea. So I'm feeling pretty bullish about my most far out there prediction that I was willing to make out loud. So that's pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting. Yeah. It's going to get darker and grimmer from there in terms of what I think might happen. So I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm actually kind of feeling like getting already. I like to spend like an hour or two on just yapping, but I'm kind of feeling. Some energy towards the Dark Souls right now. Kind of feeling some energy towards that Dark Souls. I should also retweet this, but that book I've been talking up a whole bunch the last little bit, Jason Leal's Divided Armies. Jason Leal is doing a giveaway of the book. So if you want a copy of it, that would rule. Jason, it is such a good book. It is such a freaking good book. It is such a freaking good book. But yeah, yeah, get your hands on it while you still can. It's one of those books that might be difficult to find at some point in the future. Dark Souls. But yes, also I didn't get in my hellos. For today. Hello, Emperor's Armpits. Wait, hold on. Hello, me. Hello, Seribots. Hello, Emperor's Armpits. Hello, Karatsun. Hello, iPop. Hello, Alex, of course. Hello, Are You Catharsis? Hello, Midori. Hello, Scaldy. Hello, of course, to all of the lurkers and the VOD watchers. And let's die. Let's prepare to die. And let me change the category to Dark Souls. Dark Souls. Oh, I will not be the largest Dark Souls streamer right now. I will not be the largest Dark Souls streamer at the moment. That's always funny to me. The Dark Souls category is so tiny that I am somewhat frequently the largest in it. So we're at 38 hours. We're at 38 hours and level 6. Al is so sturdy. Al is so sturdy. Hello, Mora. Hello, Mora. Oh, right, I need to... Hold on, I forgot about some of the most important things. These guys. Thank you. I caught it before I saw your message. I caught it before I saw the message. I put away the counter when I was in collab yesterday. I put away the counter while I was in collab yesterday. But yes, yes. So I got the lantern yesterday. So, unbothered by insurmountable adversity? I don't feel like I've encountered very much adversity. I don't feel like I've gotten very much adversity. I feel like I have had it pretty easy. I think, what are the forms of... I guess not everything in my life has been perfect. You know, I was blessed, so to speak, with a fair number of mental illnesses, I guess. I don't know how to say about, like, I made some bad career choices, because based on the information I had at the time, they were good career choices, just they turned out to not be. Ow. Didn't mean in, like, a philosophical sense. Huh. Oh, iPop, okay. Okay, you want some suggestions about the A word. Obviously, if you haven't read it, Kropotkin is the good start point. Kropotkin's a really good start point. Why'd I drink there? I shouldn't have drank there. Kropotkin's a really good start point. I can recommend pretty much everybody read Kropotkin. Farms, Fields, and Factories is really long. Okay, you've got the Kropotkin? Okay. Jeez. I'm usually good at dodging the wheelie boys, but I messed that one up. If you've read Kropotkin, I actually don't really recommend Graeber. I think Graeber is, like, a pretty skilled writer, but I think he's I think his arguments aren't actually very solid as a rule, so I don't actually recommend Graeber. Like read Graeber because, like, he writes on if he writes on, like, a topic you find interesting, but like Utopia of Rules by Graeber is only really good for the parts about Star Trek. Like, it's a book that's about, like, it's supposed to be about bureaucracy, and it starts off with talking about, like, his experiences in Myanmar with the Myanmarian bureaucracy, and stuff like that. And then all of that kind of sucks. And then, like, he's actually kind of spitting fire when he talks about Star Trek. which is like ridiculous. Like he's trying to make this a hard-hitting book of like real political analysis of things in the world, and it turns out that like the literary analysis is like way better than the political analysis. Let me for more modern stuff, I mean, Ocelon is the one that people really like to go to. No! I think that's the first time I missed that jump. Ocelon's the one that people really like to go to. I will have to look up how to spell that because it's Turkish. Not the first? Huh. I make that jump pretty reliably, though. Like, that's not usually a troublesome one for me. Alright, fair enough. I mean, it is 718 deaths, right? I'm bound to miss some. And let's keep going. I'm trying to think what else would I recommend? Davis has some pretty good stuff. Bell Hooks obviously has some good stuff. Octavia Butler. So if you're interested, I mean, obviously, like, the piece of fiction that all anarchists love is The Dispossessed. The Dispossessed is incredible. No way. No way. Oh, jeezy Pete's. My own low energy is leaking through. Yeah, I seem to have lost my... I mean, this happens every time. As an aside, IPOP, with Bell Hooks, you don't capitalize the name. Bell Hooks is uncapitalized. I don't recommend her All About Love by her, because I found All About Love really depressing. I found that book to be extremely bleak. But Bell Hooks in general, I think, is quite good. I'm trying to remember the name of the guy. What's the fucking guy's name? What's the fucking guy's name? American. He was alive in the 30s through Eddie. I think he's mostly active in the 60s. Union worker, had a big brush mustache. What the fuck was his name? I have not seen you describe 40k to Ronan. I mean, I know how I would describe 40k, but, it's Hitler in space. I mean, the way I feel like the key to understanding 40k is that the authors of 40k are driven primarily by a hatred of Margaret Thatcher. Whoop. That is, like, the core element of it is, yeah, maybe Hitler's in space, is, they're satirizing, they start from a standpoint of satirizing, British conservatism. Okay, I think I'm home free. Like, that was the start point, was these were guys who were in the 80s doing a ton of cocaine, and reading Judge Dredd comics. Judge Dredd's a very important part of the 40k story, and really hating Margaret Thatcher. Like, really, really hating Margaret Thatcher and the British conservative movement. Like, you know Kyra Kailovsky. Yeah, I killed Pinwheel. How does the lantern work? Do I have to two-hand it? Do I have to two-hand the lantern? Yeah, now... Okay, that's one spoiler that I've gotten on the entire game. Emperor's Armpits, don't fucking do it again. Okay. Yeah, I never would have figured that out. That would have been hours. But don't do that again. Oh. I'm wondering if I can make myself forget. I mean, I only make wrong choices, right? Yeah, now I'm trying to figure out. There's a part of me that wants to just end the entire subathon right now. To be blunt. Like, if I'm really committed to my art form, I should just end the entire subathon right now, and put away Dark Souls. Like, that should just be the end of it. I'm not kidding. I'm seriously considering it. I'm seriously considering just ending the subathon right now. Just killing straight, just raiding out right now and canceling subathon. Because as I say, it's important to commit, right? It's important to commit to the bid. And now the bid's kind of over, right? Alternatively, I could just throw away the lantern, and just... That's like the lesser form of it, right? Is that I simply do not use the lantern, even though even if I would have figured out the lantern on my own, I just don't use it. I just don't use it. Ever. I mean, I'm gonna test it right now because I'm curious if it does more damage to the moth, because it's listed as doing fire damage. I'm wondering if fire... Yeah, that does feel like it's, maybe I would have, maybe I wouldn't have. Maybe I would have, maybe I wouldn't have. Alright, let's see about this. Yeah, trial and error can get me anywhere, right? Oh wait, wrong way? There we go. And... Interesting. I like the music. I do like the music. I do like the music. It's interesting that people are generally gendering this butterfly as feminine. Is it just because of the tendency to treat butterflies as just feminine no matter what? Or is there, so I find that kind of interesting, right? Like, okay, what you got? Oh, okay, that's way less damage than the club. Club is the way to go. Club is still the best weapon I've got. Stick is still the best weapon I've got. Which is interesting, right? Like, it's interesting to have an RPG where, like, where you don't really, like, gain equipment. I'm wondering, if maybe I'm wondering if maybe the point of the game is the durability management, right? Bad choice, bad choice. Bad choice. Hello, Pickles. Hello, Pickles. Hello, Pickles. So, okay. Ow. I can usually dodge the seeking ones the most reliably. It's the bullets that are wearing me down. As well as the big bomb burst. Whee. Interesting, interesting. Normally I do much worse at the start of the stream. I say as I get absolutely clobbered right there. Normally I do much worse at the start of stream. This is probably one of the best runs I've had. Okay, yeah, because the default in English would be to use neuter. Would be to use to be gender neutral with butterflies. I forgot to switch shields. Why does that suck? Muro, that's like a ridiculous complaint. Thank you for the gift sub, Emperor's Armpits. Thank you for the gift sub. Thank you for the gift sub, the 5 gift subs to Grog, Hog, Tim Shelso, Crystallized Kingdoms, Pyrosite, and Aritai. Thank you. I don't know if that's how that works. I don't know if that's... indulgences have been out of the churches. Murray, you didn't even list the #1 language that English comes from. You didn't even list the #1 that it's got the #1 root for English. But also, I mean, if you're going to complain about anything about English, complaining about the fact that we use gender-neutral pronouns for insects is, like, the most ridiculous one I've ever heard. Like, I'm not sympathetic to you on that one at all, Mura. Pickles Little Dill, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Gift subs to Honey VT, Meowstro TV, Lost in My Car, Robo Teapot, and Subvoice __. What do you mean elaborate? The #1 language that English is derived from is Proto-Germanic. There's not much to elaborate on. That's the main. English is a Germanic language. We have more in common. The languages that we have the most in common with are Faroese and Old High German. Oh, I mean, like why? Like why? I don't get why gendering your insects is important. I think in general we gender too many things in English, and to complain about one of the places where we do less gendering rather than more is, like, I'm deeply unsympathetic to it. I can only describe it as homophobic. It's not about insects? Then what is it about? Because that's what I'm talking about. Like in English, like we don't tend to gender insects by default. Cockroaches and butterflies and moths and spiders are generally its. We don't have grammatical gender in English. Yeah, genders are for nouns, not for grammar. Honestly, I don't speak any language that have grammatical gender. Japanese doesn't have grammatical gender. Hindi doesn't have grammatical gender. Chinese doesn't have grammatical gender. Chinese didn't used to have gendered pronouns. And arguably it still doesn't. There's an argument to be made that Putonghhua's noun genders are bullshit. Are a fake artifact, are a hallucination. Very poorly. Functionally, not really. I would not be able to carry on a conversation of any meaningful length in Hindi at this point. Ow. I mean, if there's like, as far as I know, there is something in the game that's like, oh yeah, this is definitely a female butterfly, right? Like that could be true. Like, that could absolutely be true. Hello, Zanjo. Hello, Zanjo. Hello, Zanjo. Oh. Not even gonna bother. You know what? I'm not enjoying this fight at all. Nope. Can I just jump off? There we go. There we go. Okay. Excellent, iPop, excellent. Let's think about this. Alright. I mean, all I know about her is that she's clearly named after, they're clearly named after, it's clearly named after the people at FromSoft have a thing about the word moonlight, and I don't quite get it. I mean, that might just be how they want to translate, a particular mythological sword, but like they have a big thing about it, because it's always, in every Armored Core, it's the best In every Armored Core, it's the best, what do you call it? Blade. It's the best blade in every Armored Core. Just, like, the best, like, categorically. Like, they don't even bother trying to, like, really give you a good reason to use other blades. Once you can... The reason to use other blades is you haven't gotten the Moonlight yet. Yeah, they definitely have an obsession with it, and it's been going on for 30 years, right? They've been doing that for like 30 years, and that might just be their thing. They might just name Terra after that because they like the word moonlight a lot, which is understandable, right? Sometimes you just have like a word in a language that you really like, and boo, boo, boo. Okay. Pickles Little Dill, thank you for the gift sub to iPop. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. I think I've not actually been here yet. I mean, if you do that, I will definitely end subathon, and I will not play Dark Souls again. I am already, like, very much on the edge of doing so. There's part of me that's tempted to just kill stream just because I'm in a foul mood now. But... Zanjo, thank you for the 5 gift subs. That's very kind of you.
Zanjo VT gifted 5 subscriptions to the community.
Well, I can still request that you not break a rule that I've already established, Mora. You said you were tempted to lore drop, and I said please don't. Okay, and let's get through here. Nope, fail. Fail. That corner is definitely the hardest part of here. If I can find a... Well, I mean, you've said your things. That, like, I mean, if it's grammatically feminine in Russian, that's fine. That's, like, not, like... If butterflies are just grammatically always feminine in Russian, like, that's not how I do things in English, but that's fine. Like, that's unremarkable. I'm sure that butterflies are grammatically all sorts of genders in different languages. I'm kind of curious, like, what percentage of world languages have grammatical genders? Because again, like, I don't know any. I don't know any. I mean, I know like 10 words of Spanish, right? I know like 10 words of Spanish. But like, you know, I don't think any of the Sanskritics are. Obviously, Chinese is not. Japanese is not. Yeah, I suspect most don't. I think it might mostly be I'm wondering if it's like almost just like a European phenomena. Because like, again, I've got a fair... Wait, what? Sanskrit doesn't have grammatical gender. if it has grammatical gender, it hasn't carried through into any of the surviving ones. Japanese does not have grammatical gender. Japanese has a lot of rules. Unless we're going to count polite and impolite as genders, which is odd. But that's not how grammatical gender works. Like there's, like that's. But no, like gender is a concept in Sanskritic cultures, but like at least in any of the surviving Sanskritic languages that I've ever touched, no, there's no grammatical gender. Uchigatana. Where are we on? Okay. Let's try getting down here again. Boo, I'm really off my game. My one tech that I actually feel like I have. Oh. Yeah, no. There's a lot of rules in Japanese. Yeah, no, I mean there, there's like, I mean, yeah. I like to mess with Japanese speakers and be like, I use wagana. What's wrong with using ware for I? Wagana would be really funny to rip out. Oh, wagano. No. Yeah, pulling out I mean, Wari is pulling out the ancient. Wagana, I don't even think it's ancient. I think it's just insane. I think it makes you sound like a lunatic. I don't think it makes you sound old. It makes you sound ludicrous. It's like pompous. It's like so pompous that it makes people cringe. Like just like literally hurting people's ears by using the wrong word for I. All right, 726. And yeah, and we're going into ads on that note, actually. So enjoy the fan art while I think about what I'm going to do next. All right, all right. I am back. I am now in a bad enough mood that I don't want to keep going. Regardless of my other decisions, I have paused the subathon. I have not ended it, but I have paused the sub counter on my part. I will pay out the existing rewards that we've gotten to. These will be done. So the emotes are already out, as are the new model redeem, so don't worry about those. The ASMR stream, the meal, and the editing stream will all also be made, but we're going to go to Rinny's, because I like Rinny's, and she's very nice, but I'm not in the headspace right now, so it would not be a good stream anyway. So everybody, have a lovely rest of your day. I may hang out on my Discord and play Monster Hunter or something like that. But thank you all for being here. Have a lovely, lovely day. And I will see you all later.